Today we are standing near Solomon's stables here in the ancient city of Megiddo. This fortified city stood watch over the Jezreel Valley here in Israel. This is the major access point for armies invading from the Mediterranean coast. The land of the Bible is hilly and mountainous. Therefore, large armies with chariots and war machines could only be moved through these key valleys. In the Bible, we see God's people collide with foreign invaders in these major valleys. David confronts the Philistine Goliath in the valley of Elah. Samson beats back the sea people in the valley of Sorek. You see, if you can secure these strategic points, you can ensure Israel's safety. The land of Israel is also known as the land between because it's located in the middle of the world powers of its day and major trade routes. Egypt is directly to the south, Babylon the east, Aram the north, and of course, invading armies coming from the Mediterranean Sea. You are surrounded on all sides. I want you to think about that. What if you're the king of Israel? How well do you sleep at night, knowing that all of these valleys are fortified with a large number of horses and chariots? Do you go to bed trusting that your fortifications are strong? Or do you rest easy, knowing that your God is strong? In Isaiah chapter 31, it says this, "Alas, for those who go down to Egypt for help, who rely on horses, whose trust is in chariots, because they are many, and in horses, because they are very strong. But do not look to the Holy One of Israel or consult the Lord." Israel's kings of old struggled with trusting God, and He challenges them time and time again to run to Him for refuge and not things. In the 17th chapter of Deuteronomy, God presents guidelines for future kings to follow. They include instructions on not maintaining a great herd of horses, having many wives, or accumulating great silks and golds. Unfortunately, we know that Solomon failed miserably on all three accounts. In 1 Kings, we see that Solomon amassed 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horses. He married a number of foreign wives, and in the end, his trust in God was derailed. In this group study, we are learning to put our trust in God, not chariots. Let's be honest, this can be really scary. In this chapter, the author taps into that fear associated with the fear of surrendering to God by expressing our deepest fear. What if I die in the process? God would reassure us to take confidence in Him, telling us in the book of Deuteronomy not to be afraid or discouraged, because the Lord will personally go ahead of us. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. Jesus would also speak to us in Matthew by saying this, "Be sure of this, I am with you always, even till the end of the age." So you can rest in His plan for your life. He will never leave you nor forsake you. And at the end of the day, this life is temporary, and death is not the worst option. Many have given their lives for the gospel, and we have a provision that outlasts this world, that is eternally established in the heavens, whose builder and maker is God. So let us say as the psalmist did, "Some take pride in chariots and horses, but our pride is in the name of the Lord our God."